SharePot audit. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. Well, welcome to IRT Esports event, round 1 at Imola. We have some good drivers here. How are you feeling about today?
You're useless, mate.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty useless, aren't I?
You're absolutely useless.
It's my first time ever. So
we have been talking for the last 5 or 6 minutes. Reservoir has just realised he didn't share the audio, so we're talking now.
Yeah, we are talking.
And we'll get back to the point that we were just talking about. So why is it that we think Pease is such a bad driver?
Well,
because the stuff you were saying about him a second ago was
I was
that
not
was awful.
saying anything about him.
It was awful stuff.
I was not saying anything about him. But I do hope he doesn't do another lap. Oh, he's low on fuel, yeah, he's coming in. We got Marty on an out lap, just about to start his lap. Is anyone finishing a lap currently? We got an NLR on a lap. Russell, a good sector 2 actually, very good sector 2. 49.8 on mediums. It's looking like a strong time.
No, so we've got Marty out on stuff. Marty's capable of some very fast times. I know he had a really good end to the season in Division 4 last year in last season in League of Europe. I actually put him down as my favourite to win Division 3, and then he decided not to race. So I'm really interested to see how he does this week. As Swag Gridster is the first person in the 13, just realised that, the 13.9.
That's a very good time. Very, very strong time.
Very good time. The car design, however, very basic.
Yeah, it's just a purple. I am liking the FW... What is it? FTWR. The, is it... No, not the FTR. The JR Design, sorry, that one. The ESW.
Yeah,
that's
nice. Esports Wales. Yeah,
yes.
It does look very nice. It's quite reminiscent of the Welsh flag, actually, but I will say, non-bias aside, that Relentless car I do think wins best. It just looks absolutely stunning.
Does look very good, and as we've seen the thing, no one else except Gridster is in the 13s. So will that be the pole time, or are we expecting, people in Relentless to get, a good...
I'm expecting a bit more to come out. I'm expecting your own to put in a good time. Pease, he's really, really bad at the game. I don't know why they picked him, so I'm expecting him to come absolutely nowhere this race. Do not be surprised if Pease does get 0 points, because when I say he's useless, he truly is useless. But your own will be trying to pull out the points for Relentless, and I think you can do. But there are some really fast drivers in the lobby. We can't just... Relentless are obviously heavy favourites just due to what they've won in the past. Like, they've won so many team events. But there are so many, there are very good drivers in this lobby that are probably going to get overlooked just because they're not in
other
a team that
events,
has maybe had as much success. But I don't think it's just going to be an easy win for these guys. I think they're going to have to fight for it, and I don't even think a win is guaranteed for them at all.
Oh yeah, no, and anything can happen. They're all around. I mean, looking at quali, they're from 1st to 12th is roughly within a second. So it's just very close times.
That time by Swag Gridster, a 13, this early on is not easy at Imola. Imola's a very difficult track to put together. If there is anybody that gets a 13 on a pad, you have my utmost respect, because this track on a pad is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it is very.
But Marcus is just starting a lap now. I'm going to stay on board with him and see what he can do. He's got a 14.3 so far. I think he knows he's got time to improve there, so let's see how he does on this lap.
I am also on board with him, as I didn't have
he takes that very nicely. Yeah, that's a pretty good first sector. He's actually up by half a tenth, so there was a little bit more time to find in that. He maybe took it a bit careful, but it's better to be careful and not invalidate, as he's going to come up now across the top of the hill, very fast double left-hander. He keeps the power on well, just keeps it within the lines, and this is a tricky double right-hander, especially if you're running no ABS. You're going to have to really hold on. He's going to invalidate that. And he just pushed for it a little bit too much, but he's got more time to go in again, and I think he'll be confident he can find some more time.
As we see Jerome go to the line. I haven't actually seen any of his lap, but it looks like... And he's... Oh, a 13.6. Wow. That was quick.
That's a very impressive time. I tell you what.
Ruti Hullet went even quicker by a tenth and a half to a 14 flat.
Yeah, very impressive time, 14 flat now, keeping it quite close between the top three. Obviously, 3 tenths of a gap with Jerome there in first place, and now he has to start thinking, maybe I save a set of softs for the race.
As Timmy Boyce sets a 14.8, puts him in 10th. I reckon he can improve that.
I think there's a lot of people that can improve the times. I think the only person that can feel comfortable right now maybe is Jerome, as Pease is up by 6 tenths, it says here.
Go on board with him. That's only middle
He's
sector.
going to come up to the line.
13-8. Front row lockout
And
for
he
Relentless.
goes second. And like I said before, just absolutely washed. Can't beat his teammate.
Bono
Never
jumped
can, never
up
will.
2 positions. Sorry, 1 position right there. Improving by 2 tenths. And as most people are now pitting, or not most of them, a fair few of them are now pitting to go on to their final run. Or get ready for their final run, should I say, sorry. Which is where it all
I'm
counts.
quite interested to see how Swag Gridster's going to respond to the 2 Relentless boys getting those times, because he clearly has the time to find in there. He's invalidated this run, so he's taking it quite easy. I think he's either invalidated or he's low on fuel. He's going to come in, he's going to have time to do 1 more lap at the end of the session.
As with most people on a lap, I can't really find anyone that's actually on a lap at the moment. Oh, here we go. We got Russell. He's on a lap. As he comes into the final 2 corners. He was very quick on the mediums. The 14.9 on mediums is decent. Let's see what he gets on this. So he's very, very close to invalidating there. As he runs up to the line.
This is going to be a decent lap,
13.8.
That's a very decent lap. A 13.8.
4 people in the 13s now.
And now the race against time. Can he get back in time to another lap? I think he should have enough time. And actually,
he should, yes.
The way he's timing this, he should probably be one of the last runners to complete the final lap. So,
yeah.
MLR Russell, someone to look forward to towards the end of this qualifying session. It would not surprise me if we see someone like him and Swag Gridster challenge Pease and Jerome. And Pease and Jerome now have a decision to make. Do they sit in and hope that they don't lose the position and save a set of tyres, or do they have to go out to try to secure the front 2?
I think Jerome could do that, but Pease is still people behind him within 2-3 tenths of him. He's got to be, you know, around here. You make one mistake in one corner, you lose a tenth or 2. So if he's not careful, a lot of people
something important to note is this is a team event, so you're racing for points as a team. So keeping that front 2 row lockout is very important, because Pease could essentially play the role of, well, we know what DRS is like here. We've seen how powerful it is on that straight. If Pease can help your own break away, it's almost a game over already, minus a safety car, of course, which we know is very common at Imola. But as long as these 2 can stay with each other and kind of use each other to fend off the rest of the group, as a part of the team game, this could be a very successful week for them.
Yeah. I'm on board with one of my IRT boys, Yella, as he comes round. Just about to cross the line for Sector 2. He was only 200ths up his first sector. I'm not sure he was too happy about that. Quite slow entry to that uphill corner. And he's 2 tenths up.
He took it very fine, didn't he?
I don't think he's going to be too happy with that.
He did take that very fine. I think actually it looked slower, but you saw how much he cut the corner. I think he almost nailed it, to be fair. Very good to not invalidate it, as he's going to come to these last 2. These are very difficult corners, especially when you know you're up on your lap time. And he's took that very smoothly, actually, and I think he could find himself inside the top 10 here.
Oh, 11th.
Oh,
that's
almost.
not a bad position.
P11.
It's a great position for being on the alternate strategy.
A lot of people would take P11, the poor man's P1, and he's not going to have time to go and do another lap unless it's this lap. So I think he is carrying on pushing. He's probably done 2 laps of fuel. So this will be his last attempt to try maybe go a little bit faster, because that P11 is not secure right now.
And he's a 10th up.
And I still think Russell going to get out in time.
He's going to be quick. I reckon everyone's going to dive out of the pits now. Everyone's going to come out. All the 2 REL boys are both out. And he invalidates.
Oh, and Swag Gridster gets ahead. Which I don't think I'd want. I think I'd want to be in between the Relentless boys. Maybe stop any chance of slipstream.
Yeah.
I think I'd want to sandwich my way in between them 2. But he's opted to go ahead. Maybe he knows something that we don't know.
Both the ESW and the is that FTWR have not come out yet, I don't think. Oh, one of the FTWR has.
So these guys are playing a risky game. Sorry to cut in Russell and Rick. They're cutting this very fine to get their lap done, as Rick takes it a little bit dangerously. They've got to get going, because they're not going to have time to finish their lap.
I mean, same with Timmy Boy. He's just coming around the first corner now.
Well, just to remind people, you're not allowed to cut the track to get there in time. So these guys have to do the full length of the track. If they get seen cutting corners to get their lap done in time, they can be penalised if someone chooses to report that. So this is going to be very, very close for the likes of Russell and Rick to get their lap finished.
Jerome giving Peas a nice stream down the first straight. That is allowed in this league. You are allowed to give your
Yeah, that is
teammates
allowed, and that's why I said you want to get into the middle of them because to stop them from being able to do that.
Let's see how much he's gained in that first sector alone with that slipstream because it was very good, very close to each other.
17 seconds for Russell to, and he's letting off. What?
Oh, I've got 50 seconds on my thing, so I reckon.
Oh, there's a little bit of a break.
Maybe.
Oh, for me, it says there's 5 seconds left.
Yeah, no, there's 40 for me. That's probably why they were so late out. Maybe it still says like it still says like a minute on there. I don't know because this game is a bit bad for that. But as Russell coming to the first corner, he takes that so nicely. Oh, he went a bit off. Lost a lot of time there. I don't think he's going to be too happy with that. I think he's going to be down.
I think Jerome sacrificed his lap to help Peas, which he has. Oh, that's an incredible lap by Gridstar and Jerome. And Peas has messed his lap up.
And I didn't see that, but Dan went third. Good luck from him. Split the Relentless boys again. And as we see the Bono coming across the... Oh, he's slowed down.
And Peas now has given your own slipstream, and this is your own's last chance to retake pole position.
He needs it as well. He needs it just so the Relentless boys can have a bit of good, you know, good hope for the race, because that's the team event.
He's just got the lap started in time. He's half a temp up. He's got the benefit of the boost from your own. Wasn't able to capitalise on it and turn it into a good lap. He's now dropping down the order into P5. What a rubbish driver. As Jerome just about coming into sector 2. We know he's capable of getting a P1. Russell hasn't quite worked out for him. He's found himself now retiring from the session in a current P6. Incredible lap by Gridstar there.
Up enough. Jerome's just... Oh, is he going to invalidate? Oh! He invalidates!
He has
That's it!
He has invalidated. And that's unless...
should have pole.
Unless someone comes out of nowhere like me.
Get it. I don't know, he's not going to get it.
A decent lap. What, 14-1.
And that is it for quali. All over.
That is going to be it. Very good finish to the session.
Exciting.
The tactics by the Relentless boys not quite working out for them there. Your own had to do an extra lap. Yeah. Maybe if he didn't do that extra lap, he'd have had the grip that he needed. But obviously, he was relying on Peas, who you should never rely on.
Yeah. Only thing annoys me about the liveries, I don't know if you've noticed, but the biggest colour is what the colour is on the left. So teams like CPI and FTWR have the same colour, and it's quite hard to, on track, it's quite hard to pull them apart, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's like just in the real grid on this game, there's about 6 teams that are blue.
Yeah.
You can't figure out who's where. But
I just wish
very
it was
good end
like...
to the qualifying session.
Yeah, very good. I'm just happy that, you know, Relentless didn't get 1-2 and they have some competition in this event. Very good. So as we
it's not going to be as easy. Oh, a Dutch 1-2-3 as well.
Oh yeah, as we run off the
and then Ruti Hullet.
the qualifying, we got Swag Grista on pole, and only half a tenth behind him we got Jerome, and 700ths behind him we got Dan. So very close top 3 there. Then we have CPI Rude Hullet, Peas behind him with Russell, Rick RDD, Miski, Bono and Macus doing the top 10. Then Marty, CPI, Paprika, Emel, Jelly, Timmy, GR Designs, Colin Mason and EVG Scotty that didn't set a lap, so the lobby didn't get glitched, so fair play to him.
Yeah, very close to front 3. I'm going to guess by his name, I could be wrong, but Hullet is a Dutch player. I'm going to guess possibly we have a Dutch front 4 starting this race. I could be wrong, we'll definitely have a Dutch front 3. Yeah. And these people have a bit of work to do now to get through the field. Obviously, we have I think it's looking quite clear. I don't see any clouds nearby,
no
so
rain.
we have no information on the weather.
We've got none.
But
anyone in chat want to tell us what is the predicted weather or Discord or something?
I'd rather not know. I like the surprise. I like the surprise. I do. I tell you what, I've got a brew, and this is one of the best brews I've made in a long, long time.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to, lads, Lancashire tea. Just let me tell you, it's the best teabag. It truly is. All the
Jaden has
time.
just told us that it's a full wet race, which I don't think is right because looking at the skies, it looks blue. Unless that turns suddenly.
The clouds are coming in within a minute. We know what this game's like, to be fair. I won't put it past them, but we've got this almost like a... or is it the car in first? Kind of looks like a Relentless livery in like early testing or something. Like, it's just purple with a line down the middle. It looks like draft one of a Relentless livery. We've got your own in second, BNLRE Dan in third. Very nice. I like the look of that car, to be fair. I like the way the colours work on that.
They are quite out there, aren't they?
It's like a... it's like they didn't have the rights for McLaren, so they had to like make up a car instead. Ruti Hullet in fourth, Pease in fifth, Russell, who we saw he had a lot of pace there. I think he could have, if he didn't invalidate his time, could have been easily challenging for a front row, so he could be one. He could be one to look out for, definitely. Rick as well, obviously his teammates in P1, so they'll be hoping to be able to work together a little bit. I'm looking a bit further down the field. Marty held on to that P11, so this could be a strong crowd. He's on the mediums. Anyone gone for the soft? Yes, Gel's gone for the soft.
On the mediums, I've noticed. All the rest are on softs.
Gel and Timmy.
Oh, Timmy went last.
Well,
I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah,
he got
Timmy is
penalty,
on the softs. He did, and Gel is also on the softs. Everyone else outside of the top 10 opting to go into the mediums.
Yep.
Obviously on this track you want to stay as far away from the hards as you possibly can.
Yeah.
They are disgusting. But yeah, this is looking like a good little mixture. There are a few faster people a bit further down the field, which could bring some chaos for us, which is always great. And last time I commentated Imola, you were in that race. It was absolutely chaos. I think we had about 12 provisional race winners at one point, so... a little bit of that, and I'll be very, very happy. But I'll take it over to you to let you get the start off.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's a very difficult track where if you make one mistake, you're probably going to hit a wall or just ruin your race totally. But as we see the last person line up, Timmy Boy lines up. We just we wait for the lights. And they are about to line up now.
Oh,
they're
no.
all lined
there
up.
we go.
Here we go. I haven't got the best camera angle for this. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's away we go for the first round of the IRT Esports Cup. And
I want to start by Pease, by the way.
It's a very good start on the right of Swag Gridster as they come to the
now,
first
he's up on the inside. He's already up into P3 as well. He's going to go up the inside. There's contact made by Jerome and
Swagster's round.
And Pease now up into P3.
This is great for the Relentless
And Jerome
boys.
is up into first. Yeah, this is great for the Relentless boys. I don't think Euron did much wrong there, to be fair.
I just think
he was on the outside.
There.
No, it was a lap one. It was always going to happen. I think the contact model didn't look too great, to be honest. I think he's been hard done by there.
Yeah, as Russell spun.
Russell is around as well, which is unfortunate because we thought he could be on for a pretty decent race.
Start. As EVG Scotty has gone up 6 places in under 2 sectors. He's closing back up.
Arnold's just made an outside move from the downhill double right. That was an incredible move. He puts himself up into 6th place.
I'm just going with Scotty for the rest of this lap because he looks in control, and he's going for a move on RT Marty. He gets past him. He's up into 10th on the first lap from starting 17th. Very good
Scotty,
start.
7 places gained.
Very good start from
him. On those mediums.
As Jerome, I tell you, Dan is not doing a bad job. He's still there. Same with Hullet, but then they've pulled away from people like Rick RDD, and I reckon once that happens, it's quite hard to get back because you don't save the RS in this much.
Yeah, as Colin Mason is into the pits on those mediums, so I'm going to assume he's picked up damage, which is very unfortunate for him. So is JR Designs. Not a great start for the Esports Wales guys there, but something to remember. Although they're in the same car, they're in the same team, the way Codemasters have done this game, sadly, that's not who their teammate is in the game. These people can have a little bit of working out to do. It can be a little bit of a puzzle to figure out who your teammate is, and we have seen that a few times come to bite people. For instance, down in your own, for all they know, they could be teammates. As
he retires
Perker has retired in the pits. He's retired in the pits.
I wouldn't
Not
do
what
that
you want to
this
see in a
early.
team event, really.
Yeah.
I don't. If I was a CPI boss, I wouldn't be too happy with that, to be honest, because any safety car could bring you back in.
Yep.
But yeah, like I was saying before, Dan and your own, for all we know, for all they know, they could be teammates, and that could cause issues later on down the line. If, for instance, if your own wanted to pit, Dan's going to have to stay out.
Just going to butt you in here. Scotty has made up 8 places in under 2 laps.
Yeah,
And he's
Scotty's
coming
on
up
a
to the
roll
back
right
of
now. On those
ML.
mediums.
Still on 60% ERS. That's quite high for the rest of the field. Top field, as Ruti Hullett is trying to stay in P's DRS, he's on 24% this early. Not the best, not what you want to see this early.
To be fair, Pease is on 17, Dan's on 8%, Jerome's on 8%. Everyone has used.
Where's DRA?
EVG Scotty. I will say,
right in the back.
Is it Ono and EVG Scotty? They're in the same team, yeah? Just slightly different rivalry?
Yeah, they're both on the same team.
Yeah, very good start for them, because Ono also, he's gained 3 positions, so mostly people are putting them gained positions.
Best gain for EVG so far. They've definitely looked the best at the moment, but you can't really... Oh, that's going to be another warning from Scotty. You don't really want warnings in an event like this. As we see Jerome, he's pulled 2.2 seconds from Dan. And I think that's just... Dan's ERS is gone, and Jerome just has pure pace just to get him, you know, out of there. But now he's going to be under pressure from Pease behind him, Dan, as the ERS is now activated. Pease has so much more ERS in him, he's just almost going to be a free path for Dan. Sorry, for Pease. As he keeps on going, it's going to be close. And no, he's got it. He's got it. Before the first corner. But the top 4 have pulled away from the rest of the group. We see a gap of 3 seconds.
There seems to be quite a skill gap just from the front for you to the rest of the group, but someone to look at what your own is just driving away at the moment. 2.3 seconds to Pease in an absolute league of his own, and Pease is doing his team job to perfection. To be fair, as Gel picks up the penalty,
the
first one
race.
of probably many in this race that a lot of people are going to get. But I was going to go back. Pease now probably going to play the team game here. His job is just to hold back these guys for as long as he can. And your own can just continue to pull that gap and almost secure the win for Relentless, minus a safety car or a mistake. So, be interesting to see what happens. DRS is now obviously in effect, so Pease, he's not going to get that benefit from your own, so he's going to fall victim to Dan and Hullett pretty soon. And with how long this straight is and how powerful DRS is, would not be surprised if you lost more than 1 position due to this.
Yeah, I just want to give you some information about the retirement of Paprika, something like that. Mr. BT, the team manager in the Esports event, did say that he wasn't too happy with that. But then he did get information that he had rear wing damage and so it was undrivable. So he couldn't race anymore, so that's the retirement cause. Which is understandable.
I can get the frustration. Just for me, in a team event, I don't care if you've got red rear wing damage, you drive around the track, hope for a safety car, and if enough people DNF, you score points for your team. That's just the way I see it for a team event.
You're not doing it for you, are you? You're doing it for the team, so it's probably better just to stay in. Hope something crazy happens.
I'll point out before, at Monaco, I got lapped 3 times, and I scored points because I stayed in the race. I came 12th and I got a point. So,
yeah.
Honestly, it's just worth sometimes sticking in there, but looking back at this front grid, we've got Pease still holding on for now. The gaps are staying the same. Gullet is actually getting quite close to the back of Dan, so this could work out very well for Pease actually if it makes a move on Dan. Them two start losing a little bit of time. All Pease needs to do is try break the 1 second gap.
I just want to say, ML has now lost 2 places for going wide at the uphill right-hander. Scott is now being up 9 places, and ML also got a penalty for that, so that's not a very good thing for him. Just lost 2 places and got a 3 seconds, so not that great. And also, quick question for you. If Pease gets out of DRS from behind, do you think Drone will slow down a little bit to give him DRS so they can work together and get ahead?
I think it's too far of a gap now. I think to lose, like, 2 seconds he'd have to let off. I don't think it's worth for them. I think if Pease breaks DRS, they should be comfortable enough knowing that he's fast enough to stay out of DRS. But at the moment, I don't see a way that he gets out of it. He's got no DRS ahead of him. Honestly, you can be like 9/10 ahead. That straight is just too powerful. You gain so much time. So I think at the moment, his job is just to cost these two as much time as he can. I'll let Jerome just carry on driving his race. You can see Jerome is on 3% ERS, so he's trying to maximise every single bit of time that he can whilst Pease is in this position. And it's just a team game, and they're playing the team game quite well at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just gone back to the five-way battle between Marty and Jelle. They're all within a second of each other. Jelle is just out of that second from Gridstar, which he won't be too happy with. Oh, as ML goes really wide, spins off, and he's lost another position to Gridstar. Yellow is right there behind him. He won't get him without the DRS. But that's just another mistake for ML. Such a good start, and it's just all, going away from him.
Yeah, and Ono trading positions with Rick. We've seen that a couple of times now as Marty is around. And he's lost a lot of positions, and he's down in 12th, and he is around just coming out of the first chicane. Such a shame for him. He's on the mediums. He was looking at quite a decent race. I didn't see what happened. Maybe there was contact with someone. I'm sure we'll see in the steward's report if there were. But Ono and EVG Scott, yeah, them tyres are going to be absolutely just boiling at this point. And his only hope right now really is to drive around and hope a safety car gets himself back in.
He's now back to the fight with Scotty, and Scotty's going to go up the inside.
Scotty
has now made
now.
up 10 places. Very good drive from Scotty.
Yeah, P7, and your own's in.
Your own's in?
Virtual pit stop. Virtual safety car, sorry.
Did not
and
see
the
where that
front
happened.
In.
Oh, okay, let's see what tyres are going to go on to. He's on the mediums.
Where's the virtual safety car?
He's on the medium. Oh, Hullet's in the same pit box as Pease and has been slowed down.
Oh no, I said this could happen. Hullet.
He's going to drop down so far now. Let's see where he goes.
And that's going to cost him so much.
That's so sad. He's dropped down to 7th because of it. That's awful. He would have been 5th.
Mr. BT with the curse of the day.
EVG Scotty into 1st from 17th. If he keeps this, he's just gone off.
He hasn't pitted though. He's on the mediums. I'm not sure why he didn't pit.
Might be going for long.
Personally.
Trying to, you're hoping for another safety car, a virtual safety car, third on the race, which could happen. We don't know yet.
Codemasters, I beg you please, just sort a way out how you pick your teammate in multiplayer cars. That's all we ask.
Yeah. Because
Hullet there, it's no one's fault, and he's just kind of been punished for absolutely just for the game being the game, which is a shame. I think he should back his pace to maybe get himself back into it. But the VSC has ended. No drive-throughs from what I can see, which is good. None. Everyone maintaining the delta, and we're back to racing now. As your own is only 7.6 seconds.
Scotty's
and this is what we're on about though. Because of what's happened to Hullet, P's now as a 4 second gap.
4 second, very big. I was just talking about Scotty there. He was 2.5 seconds ahead of ML, and under that VSC, I don't think he expected it to end when it did, and he's now dropped 1.5 seconds, and it's keep on going down. ML's about to be into his DRS. Or as we see Jelly spin, he spun up the right-hander. I don't know what turn name that is, or turn number, sorry.
This track is claiming a lot of people right now, and this is what I'm saying though about leaving. Like, Scotty's picked up a penalty in front, and that's the last thing he needs on this strategy. So
yeah, right
now, as boring as it may seem, it's looking quite comfortable for the Relentless boys up at the front. Sadly, we've kind of been stolen of a little scrap between Hullet and Pease there because unfortunate circumstances. But Ono, Rick and Hullet, all very good drivers. We've still got a little scrap in our hands, just maybe not for the position that we were hoping for.
I'm just going to go back down to their fight because they are getting quite close, and Hullet does have good pace and he's behind both of them. So could we see a good move come from him? He hasn't really made a mistake yet, so what we'll see from him. But another thing, Bono was closing down on Pease. I think Pease saw it and decided, you know what, you're not closing down. And now he's just decided to pull 4 tenths in about a sector.
Well, I will say I'm watching Hullet right now. I'm on board with him, and his inputs are extremely impressive. But we saw he was
He's a
keeping up
little
with
bit
two like
wide.
Peas and on your own. They're no slow drivers, and he was keeping up with no problem. So
Bono is not using ERS. Could he get passed by both of them here? DRA goes around the corner. I think if Hullet plays it smart, nah, they didn't battle. And so he could get a scrap off. Oh, he
hold
gets
on,
really
hold on,
close.
he's got a little run here.
Will he got the
Is he
inside?
going to go for it? I wouldn't go for that. Nah, he's going to back out.
Smart. Hits the
Oh, he's
grass
going to probably have a decent. And Gel now picks up a penalty.
Penalty.
This race has not quite gone the way that he'd have hoped, and that seems to be the story with Gel at the moment, because there is a lot of potential there. There really is, but he just can't seem to put it together.
Colin
for some
Mason has left the section.
Colin. That's unfortunate for him.
I think he just lagged out. But I just want to see, has Jelly got any wing damage? Because he's struggling with traction. And
He's just come out of the pits, so I'd assume not. He's just come out of the pit stop.
His car's very twitchy, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, it's really
Hullet now picks up a penalty.
Yeah, his car doesn't look right. If you go on board with him, it does not look like he's in control of that car as well as he wants to be.
I tell you what, you said about will your own back off to let Peas get DRS, and that's exactly what he's done.
Oh, they have done it, yeah. And he's still kept that 7-second gap to...
Unless he's made a mistake, I'm not sure, but it's definitely not because Peas is that fast, because he's really not. He's terrible. So there's got to be some Jerome probably backing off to help him out a little bit. Which is quite smart, to be fair.
As Rick RD is very close to Bono, so is Hullet. Look how close these three are going into the end of the first sector. Very close.
Oh, he's all over the back of him. He's going to go for him over the outside. No, he's going to switch back to the in, and he can't quite find a way past. And
he gets Rick RDD to get a bad line. Is he going to get a better run? No, he's not. He's going to settle behind it. But this is very close racing. Very good racing as well. As Macus has joined the back of them as well. It's a four-way battle.
Ono needs to try to take advantage of this, to be fair, because Hullet is clearly the faster driver, and he's just struggling to get past Rick at the moment. And as soon as he's past Rick, you've got to think he's coming for Ono next. So Hullet has a little tank slapper there coming out of the right-hander. So I think Ono's going to try. I know it's difficult, but he's going to try to find a little extra something to kind of use this fight between Hullet and Rick to his advantage.
Yellow flag. Who is that? Who spun? That was the IRT driver, Jelly. Yeah, his race is not going how he wants it to go.
No, sadly not. But Rick's got a decent run.
Rick could get him here.
He's not activating ERS.
Smart. It doesn't.
He has now, but it could be a little bit late. He's going to go for it from far back, and he's got it done. And Ono's going to hold on the outside, and this could be it. This could be it for Hullet now. He's going to have quite the run.
Oh no!
Oh no! He's touched inside. He's in the wall.
No!
He pushed a little bit too hard, and at the same time, Gel's retired as well.
And it's a safety car. They've got Scotty has been saved. He's got the safety car he needed. He can. I don't really know. I don't really know.
I mean, I still think it's going to be comfortable for the front two. They're going to be fine. He's going to slot probably behind Rick, maybe just ahead of Rick.
Yeah, I'm not sure how if he goes onto hards, he's pretty much screwed his race. So he's got to be smart with this one. Because hards around here are not good.
Just a little bit impatient.
Almost trying too hard, too early in the race.
Yeah, I mean, he had the pace, and he saw a little opening, and he just pushed. He touched the inside the yellow sausage curb, and unfortunately that put him straight into the wall. And a sigh of relief for Ono.
We'll see what
Scotty is into the pits.
So does ML.
And I'm going to let you commentate over the safety car for a moment, because I am desperate for the toilet. So I'll be right back.
And he's gone on to softs. He is coming out. I don't know where he's going to be. He's not going to be in front of the... Oh, that's bad for him. He's not going to be in front of the three drivers coming through now. He will be in 6th, though, which is very good from... well, second to last. Came from 16th. Or he might not be, actually. As we see Gridstar. Oh, Gridstar's got him. So he's 7th. Scotty is 7th coming out of the pit. Marty got him out just. Very good by Marty. Up 3 places so far for IRT. Very happy. As we saw when... Ruti did crash. Yella also did in the pits. I think his race just didn't go as well as he wanted. You know, spinning, got the penalties. It just didn't go his way today. This is a hard track to master, so I don't think he would have been too happy. But yeah. But Jerome and Peace have both got the front two again. And they're behind the safety car, they're good. Rick RDD is also behind them. Oh, Colin Mason is there. A back marker in between them. That won't really help Rick, I don't think, too much. But let's go through penalties right now and also go through tyres. So we have... Oh, that's wrong. We have the top 6 all on 4-lap on mediums. We've got Scotty on new softs. Marty on 12-lap medium. He hasn't pitted yet, which he's hoping for a late safety car. And Mel has gone onto the hards, which is not the best idea. Then we have 4 medium runners, a soft and another medium. Penalties, we got Scotty, Amel, Meski, Timmy and Colin all on 3 seconds. That is it at the moment.
And I am back, I must say. That was the quickest poo I've ever had in my life.
Okay, that was very quick.
But don't worry, it is flushed and washed, just like CPI's hopes and dreams for this race. So
CPI just had an unlucky race. I reckon with Ruthie good at its pace, I reckon another race this event will do amazingly. But as I was just saying, Jerome and Pease have got their 1-2 again, which I think they wanted.
They have. The only issue that I'm seeing with Relentless right now is they've got one really good driver and one really terrible driver at the front two, and that could come back to bite them at some point, because when you've got Pease there, at any moment the race could go down the drain. So we'll see what happens.
Quick question: will 5-lap old mediums make it to the end?
They will. They probably won't feel great, but they'll make it.
Because I didn't tell you this, but Mel actually pitted onto hards, so I don't think that's the best decision he's made, and I think that could ruin his race.
I mean, these mediums. The thing is with those hards, by the time you start to get an advantage, they're not. You're gonna have lost so much time. Like, you're gonna get an advantage maybe in the last 2 laps. The time that you've lost in that you're not gonna gain it back. So.
Yeah.
If I was Mel, I'm sorry to say, probably just take the L there and pit again for soft, but it's going to be too late now. I think the safety car's probably going to... Is he going to come in, or are we going to wait up for another lap?
Colin, our Mason hasn't reached the back. But I was just thinking, Scotty, he's going to pit again for soft, but he could have a lot of pace around here. We've seen it just coming through the field. He's, Wait,
why has Scotty gone on the softs?
Because he started on mediums. But if he double pits on soft, he
I'd pit again.
Do something. You never know.
I'd pit again and just go back into the mediums personally, but
then he'll be behind so many people. He would be last, so wouldn't say
that's the risk he took when he stayed out the first time. Though, unfortunately for him, so I don't know. There's a lot of different things that could happen. Another safety car could completely change it up all over again. But for now, it's not looking too great for Scott. He's got way too much work to do, in my opinion. Amel as well, not too great, and it's a shame after Scotty's start as well, but
yeah.
Marty will be happy. He's on his 14-lap mediums. He's not pitted yet, so he's going to enjoy the end of this race. Scotty, for me, is just sat in AI mode, but then so is Tim. God knows.
But both the EVG boys have had a great race so far, haven't they? Up 15 positions between them. That's definitely the highest out of all of them, and they've looked strong. They haven't really had a mistake, except from Scotty's penalty, which he'll be very annoyed at himself right now where he is. Don't think he'd want that at the moment. But I'm guessing the safety car's going to come in this lap, as I'll go on board with Jerome, just ready for it. We will get notifications soon. Should be just on the line of sector 2 ending. That's usually when it happens. But, it's F1 2021, anything could happen.
My driver to look out for in this restart is going to be MRL Russell. We saw in qualifying he had amazing pace. Got quite unfortunate at the start of the race, made an error by himself and found himself all the way at the back. He's now in 12th, but he's only got 2 laps on those mediums. In front of him, got some people on slightly older tyres. We've got hard set there. I think we could see MRL Russell make his way through the field quite quick in the next 5 laps or so.
From the button quickly, we see You know the Red Bulls in Baku when they were like dancing together? If you look at Peas, you got a nice little dancing, relentless boys here. It's quite satisfying.
Indeed, and
but as
you
he
gotta think they'll
goes,
be in a party, and he'll probably going to tell him when they're going to restart, and they've restarted right outside of the corner, which
you don't usually see.
well, it's caught them off guard a bit, but it's not caught Rick and Ono off guard too much.
No one's making it. No one's really been caught off guard that much. Only person big time was Colin Mason. He must have spun or something, but he's lost a number of seconds already. But Timmy Boy is stuck in the middle of all of them.
Yeah, he's ghosted from his Timmy Boy. Yeah, he's lapped, isn't he? So
yeah, he might just want to let people go. You know, that's really distracting to people like that.
I think it's not in his interest to let him go. The issue is with Timmy Boy now is he's got to try to unlap himself, which I don't know how that happened, but he's probably thinking maybe with another safety car if he stays out again.
Yeah.
He's in a tough spot right now, is Timmy.
Because Marty's losing a lot of, what do you call it, time to Scotty, which could be because of the ghost. Could be distracting him a little bit around the corner, which I think it might have done, because he was quite close to him. And now
it is 15 lap mediums versus 2 lap old softs. Scotty can't keep it in the white lines. He's pushing too much on these softs, and I've got to
very close
worry that his race has gone now. He's going to brake later, get the move done.
He's got to push now, though, isn't he? Because he's on the softs, he's got to pit again. He's got to go for everything he can.
I think Gridster knew just to not fight that. I think he was a bit smarter then. And Scotty's pushing a bit too much. I think he realises now that his chances probably has gone out the window after that safety car.
Still going to get good points. I reckon he might finish 9th or 10th.
I mean, he's got he's got 6 seconds of penalties, and he has to pit.
He's probably ruined that. That's why sometimes starting on a medium, like doing the alternate strategy, can be good in, I don't know, career mode or even esports. But in races like this, where a lot of people do crash or incidents do happen, where safety cars can come out, and they're like, I can't go on softs, I've got to go on mediums, or they're just no wrong strategy. So sometimes softs can be better around tracks like this.
Yeah, his issue was he had to pit the first time and he stayed out, which has cost him but Dan now, I mean, it's going side by side going down the hill, and a brilliant overtake by Dan.
What a move!
That was amazing. Around the outside.
I just caught the end of it.
On 5 lap older tyres as well. Incredible by Dan, and we saw he has a lot of pace, and he's going to try get back through as March is starting to hold up this train behind him.
Yeah,
16 lap old mediums.
8th down to 13th, the other train.
I'm not sure what Marty. Wait, who's Marty with again?
IRT.
IRT. Where's his teammate?
Out. Yellow. He's out.
Yes, I'm not sure what he's racing for at this point. Then, personally.
Yeah, just pride.
I don't know why he didn't pit. He's on 17 lap mediums.
Going to turn 1. And Amel gets...
Amel's going on the inside of Marty.
Marty's gone.
That's never going to end well.
Crash.
That's never going to end well.
You don't want to go side by side around there. Oh, and big debris from JR Designs and Dan. And Messi's missing a side pod. JR Designs is missing a whole front wing, and Dan is missing a left side pod as well. So it is a horrible accident.
Just completely acted like Dan wasn't there and just punted him off the track. That was really strange.
I did not see that. That's a virtual safety car as well. Does Scotty now pit for mediums? I think he should. This is the best chance he has to pit.
I think Scotty, Marty, personally, Amel, I think should pit, but if he wants to stick with those hards, then fair enough. He's in 8th, so maybe he's happy on them.
Could softs go 14 laps?
I'm not too
pushing. Pushing.
I don't think it'd be worth it. I think the mediums would be better for that run, but
yeah, definitely.
Personally, I'm just thinking like the racing standards have started to drop a bit as frustrations build in this, which is quite sad to see. But
as no one again got a drive through, very good from all these drivers. But Scotty and Bono are both next to each other. Do you think Bono's going to let his teammate go, or is he going to keep on fighting with Rick RDD, or they're going to work together to get past him? As Scotty gets right up behind his teammate, there's no team orders yet. They're fighting, which shouldn't really be happening. As Scotty goes,
the thing is,
too hard.
Scotty doesn't need to get past. His race is over nearly. Ono's the one with a chance at big points.
Yeah.
The only time I see it worth letting Scotty pass is if he's going to get past and then help get Ono past Rick.
Yes. But I think
But
Bono
other
has
than
the pace
that,
to get past Rick. You know, Rick's got no DRS.
fourth position, Scotty should play the team game here and prioritise Ono, because Ono's fighting for a podium. Scotty, with all respect, has to pit again with 6 seconds of penalties. So
yeah. And Bono is
we'll see
lower
what
than
they do here.
Rick on ERS. Both the REL boys are below 30%. So they've been pushing.
It's worked out for them now. Look at the gap between them and Rick.
I was about to say, it's worked out very well. They've pulled out that a lot quickly. I'm going to run on Bono with Bono here, see what he does with his teammate. His teammate gets a better exit, but it's under 10% ERS, so no chance he's getting past anyone. As Bono...
Well, if Ariel, Jav and Jordan are listening to this, well, we'll say in a minute, is Ono's not going to go for it. No, he's not. Next week, as Russell gets past his teammate, and that's probably team orders quite
they
helpful for them.
Or Russell gets 3 second penalty. Just saw that happen. He just cut the first corner a little bit too much and went off.
Next week, Jav, I want you to start Mark and Coxey. That's what I want you to start. I don't want none of this Jerome and Peas. I want to see Mark and Coxey representing the team. What a team. And then we'll see where Relentless's true potential lies, as these two guys absolutely walking away with it. It's kind of been the story for the whole race.
Yeah.
They had a challenger in Hullet. Unfortunately, didn't quite work out for him. There's Scotty weaving behind Ono, either in frustration or understanding maybe, but he is all over the back of him.
As Misk, is that Misky? No, that's Timmy. Spun. Coming up the hill, and ESW is about to get, Colin Mason is about to get him. It's going to be tight. He's blocking off the inside.
And part of his car, well, to be fair, as Gridstone now picks up a penalty, and the really starting to pile up is Scotty right up behind his teammate, and he's holding on to the RC. He has nothing left, though.
He's got nothing
left. I don't think he's going to be able to go for it.
He can't, can he?
And I don't think he should.
That they're fighting. They should. Scotty should realise that he's quicker and save the ERS. This is what doesn't need to happen. This fighting here is just ruining both their races. Because Bono needs to use the ERS to stay ahead of him. And now look, the gap between Rick and Ono is closing down.
What's he doing?
I don't want to go for a move there, Scotty.
The thing is with this, right, at this point, maybe Ono should just let him pass and use him to get past of Rick, but
as Misky sets the
Scotty being all over the back of Ono is not going to help at all. He just needs to kind of let Ono get past. The thing is with Ono, Rick doesn't have DRS. Ono can size and overtake kind of whenever he pleases. He just needs a good exit. With Scotty all over the back of him, it's not going to help him. So I'm not quite sure what the game plan is here.
Yeah, look how close he is. That's just going to affect with Bono's mentalness, isn't it? Because he's just going to be like, he's right there. Is he going to go for a move? Is he not? But as we see, Ono getting close to the back of Rick. He's closer than he ever been before on the straight. Is he going to go for a move on this lap? He's gone quite far away. As Scotty again is in the same place before, but just hasn't got the ERS.
He's looking at it.
Just hasn't got the ERS. I think Bono is just
got nothing in the tank.
Bono has not used the one in the last 3 laps compared to Scotty.
Yeah, Ono's not using on the straight, and I think Ono's. Well, he just knows at the moment. We've seen it as Dan now picks up a penalty. You just trade in that first corner. I think he's happy to sit behind Rick, save his ERS, and go for a move later on, which is the smart move. As Scotty's made a mistake, and now he's scrapping all over with these medium runners.
He let Marcus go. Yeah, Scotty's just. I don't think he should have been using that much ERS.
He's not playing the team game well.
If we see where he is now in front of someone with 65 ERS compared to his 5. That is not going to help him at all.
Scotty's job should not have been to get past Ono. Scotty's job as Dan is out.
Retires in the pits.
Why?
Still 10 laps left. He had a penalty, but I don't see what the point was. Did he? Anyone
a lot of people.
In chat wants to let me know why he retired, or in Discord?
Yeah, what Scotty needs to do now is just accept his race is over, get past Marcus, and hold him up for Ono. All he needs to do is... Because he had the power to. As a team, they had a guaranteed 4th place minimum there. He had to hold up the guys behind. And what's happened here? And there's a car coming out of the pits. There's a virtual safety car.
What? Nothing's happened.
And that's because Dan has retired in the pits, and his car's come out onto the track.
Oh no, Timmy Boy! If gone on board with JR Designs, Timmy Boy has crashed. Coming out of there.
Yeah, and we'll say this one more time. Do not retire in the pits, because like something that just happened, your car's come back out solid on the track and it's caused a bunch of issues. And it's a very, very simple rule which people don't seem to understand.
If we look at this, Scotty has really ruined his race, because with that 6 second, he's going to drop down 1, maybe even 2 places if Russell can get closer. But Marty is back in this race. Actually, not really. I didn't realise Miski was that far behind ML, but now the first safety car's gone.
Oh,
and look at the gap
Scotty,
between Rick and Pease. That is just ridiculous.
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
Yeah, Scotty needs to get past Marcus, but he's trying a little bit too hard to do it. But if he can get past Marcus and slow up and do what he probably should have done from the start.
Scotty is still on 20% even after the virtual safety car, which is not good for him. But as we see, Ono, Rick is now using to get away from him. Bono's still not using, still deciding just to save at ERS.
Yeah, he's managing this race very well.
He's getting very close. He's going up the inside and into the first corner. He's ahead of him. And now Marcus is going to look on that. Marcus has got a good run. Has he got enough? EVG Scotty also behind him is going to get close. Something's going to happen soon, isn't it?
Very, very well played there. As now Scotty now going to go up on the inside. Is he going to go for a move? No, he's not.
Backs
quite
off.
Smart to stay out of that. And this train in the middle is looking quite tasty right now. As we're going to ignore the front 2 drivers who have just drove a race of their own. And if Pease had any set of bollocks on him, he would send it on Jerome.
Yep, overtake him. Crash each other out.
And look at Ono's pace. Now he's finally got past. Like
Ono
he has the ERS to use, and he's still not using it. So
has got another penalty that is going to really affect him now. He's going to be behind ML by the end of this race, and he did get another warning on that corner. So he's just not really being careful anymore. He's just trying to send it when he knows his race is basically ruined.
Yeah, I think it's
both
dawned on him that it's probably over at this point.
Both Marcus and Scotty are using their ERS, and they've both got under 10%. Marcus is coming. Sorry, Rick is coming back up Bono. Is he going to get it? No, he just pulls out. I reckon he's going to try and get a good run. Didn't really get a good release. Marcus is going to get a lovely run. Is he going to go
Marcus
for it? No.
is going to get a great run. He's not going to be able to do anything with it, but with Scotty now, he just has to be a nuisance. He has to just use his always ERS, be all over the back of these 2, and
just help
force
Ono.
them to defend him instead of attack Ono. That's basically his role for the rest of this race. But those softs, they can't be feeling very nice at the moment.
I don't know if these 2 are in the same party together, because they are what's the word? They are like not really playing team game. They're almost doing it solo, thinking that it's for them rather than, you know.
I mean, if they are in a party, then they need to work on the communication skills. So, but this is the only little scrap that we've got going on really at the moment. So apologies that we're not covering much else.
We will cover some other stuff, but I mean the RAL boys are just gone, and then everyone else spread out. But we see Gridstar very close to the back of Scotty. Scotty made a mistake going into the thing, and the ERS difference is ridiculous. Gridstar could get Scotty on this run, but there is no need because of the penalties. But he could do it just for, you know, comfort almost. As Scotty's run out of ERS, Gridstar's going to get him. He's going. They're going side by side into the first corner. Gridstar is ahead. Scotty trying to hold it, and they haven't covered. Scotty's on the grass.
Can't hold that. What is?
And he's out.
And he's in the wall,
Scotty's
and he has no
race.
one else to blame. I don't know why he tried that, and he's got a race of 2 halves.
Miski pits. Does Marty pit? We're going to see them all
pitting
now.
Wait. Oh, these relentless boys are in trouble.
This is not good for them, is it? Because
they are in trouble.
3 that have just pitted, this could benefit them
well,
massively.
To be fair, they've got a 9-second gap. I don't know.
It's definitely going to affect it. Because Ono has got some pace around here. He's looking quick. If they all go on sauce, this could be. This is what we said. Don't leave. It all could happen.
Well, they can't, and they can't pit. The thing is, if they pit, everyone else stays out. If they don't pit, everyone else pits.
And there's so little laps left that they won't be able to get past everyone. So it's all based on them.
I think Scotty's going to make a lot of enemies this race.
Yeah, I will go to them, and Rome Pins and so does Pins, both of them in. Will Ono stay out? He is on. What tyre is he on? He is on 17 lap old tyre. Yeah, he's going to pit.
No,
he fakes it.
He's going to pit. He baited it and rigs in, and this is massive.
Everyone
this
is
is massive.
Everyone is in. Ono is the only one that stayed out. I think that's a very good move there.
No. It's.
Would you say
he
not?
needed other people to? Ono needed people to stay out.
Oh, to block Jerome, yeah. So he kind of, he's messed himself up. But everyone else is now pitted.
I understand why he took the risk.
But
the issue
thinking
is
of
him,
it, the penalties, this will come into big play because he can still easily get a top 5 here.
Yeah, he had third.
That's what I was saying. Will he want that?
It's unfortunate for him. I understand why he took the risk. The issue is he needed other people to stay out to have that gap between him and front two, and unfortunately for him, they haven't done. And maybe like your own RPs was one of his teammates. I know Holt was one of them. Maybe he was the other teammate. I'm not sure, but if, for instance, like your own was Ono's teammate, maybe he had to stay out.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for him.
Who was it? Was it
he took the risk.
Was Gridstar or something like that? It was one of them, but that ruined Gridstar's race. He had so much pace, and now he's back into 7th. He could have been at least in the top 3 right now if that didn't happen.
Ironically, we were saying about race management. Scotty may just have ruined his teammate's podium.
Yeah. Well have done. Can you show me? I will. So, we're going to check warnings real quick. Actually, do you want to do it so I don't put it on stream and don't show anyone? Just tell us the war.
Yeah.
Just give us like the top 5 warnings. I don't want to like show them in case they're on. You know what I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to have a look at the group and I'll let you know if anyone's close.
If you just you can tell us. I just don't want to get the stream off with the cars. And as Colin Mason has pitted, Colin Mason got a speeding penalty that has now ruined his race. Wouldn't be surprised if he retires because he's a lap down from everyone.
Jeroen and Rick are both 1 warning away from a penalty.
Ooh.
So that's something to look out for.
That could. Okay, what's Ono on, if you don't mind me asking?
All the rest are on 1. So Ono's on 1. He has a little bit of room to work with, but we saw how fast the Relentless guys were on the same set of tyres.
But this could benefit Ono. If Joan does get a penalty towards the end and doesn't let Pease go,
they'll pull the gap anyway. They're on the soft. Them softs are going to be so much better.
Anything
Even
can happen,
if your own and Pease got a penalty, I'd bank on them to pull the gap. I think Ono's took a gamble. I understand why he took the gamble. Unfortunately for him, no one else did, and now he's an absolute sitting duck at the front end. Them penalties from 6 downwards might be the only thing that saves him a potential top 5 because I don't know how he holds onto a podium here.
Yeah, neither here. I'm a bit sad for him because he's had such a good race. He's gone up. If we look at the gap position change, he's gone up 8 places. So I think he'd be happy with a top 5 finish here. Realistically, I would definitely. But being so close to that podium, it just annoyed, doesn't it? As you see, the safety car is in this lap. We're going to have 4 more laps of racing. 4 more laps of racing. Sorry. We'll get to the lead. We don't need that. Alright. We are turning off the grid for this comeback.
Right, we're going to get started this lap then. Yeah, everyone's here as Ono's going to set the pace on those mediums. He's going to any advantage he possibly can.
When will he go? This is the question. And he's gone.
He's gone now, and
Jerome didn't really react. He's already trying to use his ERS. I would say don't use it yet, but
as Mason has completely caught Emil off guard, they're going to go side by side.
Something's going to happen.
And Emil breaks so late and holds on to the position. Fair play to him. And Jerome's going on the outside of Ola. Oh no! Into the shade. What a move on the outside. I know that even with the tyres, that's still impressive. Even with those tyres, that's still impressive. And now he's going to send it up the inside.
And yeah, there we go.
And Ono's getting absolutely hounded, like I said. And he's already into 3rd after a sector.
as Marcus and Rick were battling side by side, but I went to see the Relentless boys. So these two here, that one of them is definitely on for the podium. As Ono's tyres are just like, look at him, he's just so much slower than the rest of him. He had to gamble
Yeah,
somewhere,
now Rick's
didn't he?
gonna hound him as well. He didn't have to. The only way I think he had to gamble is if your own RPs was his teammate, because other than that he was screwed.
I think John was, if I remember rightly.
I know Hullet was one of their teammates. I'm not sure about Ono.
And now we see them coming into the second to last corner. Now into last corner. I reckon Rick is going to get him already. 15.5 fast lap. That'll increase a lot as well. I reckon he'll get another fast lap now. As we see,
placing his car quite well. Rick should back out of this maybe. I think he should. No need to risk it. You've got DRS next lap.
Marcus, he's going to get a better run him. Marcus is setting up nicely. Is he going to get him? He's looking at it. I wouldn't go for that.
Rick's going for it again.
I'd wait until DRS.
Rick needs to just remember, he's going to have DRS. This is a very easy move for him to take. Save your ERS. There's no need to be this hasty at the moment. Maybe he's thinking, if I can get past before Marcus and that do, I can make something out of it. But save your ERS, man. Wait, because Russell right now 75%. He's playing the long game, and this could work out for Russell quite well. He's got a penalty though.
And I know you're talking about why is Monster racing, but look at this, he can still get 1 point. If he just stays within 3 seconds on Mieski, he will get that 1 point. And that's not a lot, but you know, everything's a little bit. Could help him at the end.
That's what you get for staying in.
Rick gets really close to Bonner now. Both of them are, Rick and Marcus. Both right there. And
doing everything he can at the moment, but
what type of lap? He's
used
all his ERS
in
a 14.7.
And here we go. Rick
DRS
right up the
is
back
now enabled. I'm pretty sure.
And Ono might be. I'd let him past.
No.
Do you know what Ono needs to do? What Ono needs to do? Next lap, he needs to let him past before the last corner, before the second to last corner.
Yeah.
Get Rick on DRS going down the straight, and then he just has to hold on for a lap.
Yep.
If Ono,
he could do this, you know,
has the ability, if he can time this right, let Rick past before the DRS activation zone. Get DRS himself. Well, there is a chance. There's a chance Ono still gets third place. If he does, incredible drive from him.
But you're looking at the field behind him. I mean, OML is still there right behind him. Russell is so close to Macca's. I mean, they have got penalties, but they could still battle for the win. As we see, they get very close.
If he stays ahead now, though, it's game over. He has to let him pass now.
He's not letting him past.
He's not doing that, and I think that's a mistake, personally.
But did DRS get activated? I didn't see it pop up on my thing. Or was it activated?
It should be activated, no?
Yes, it is, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, and I think he's made a mistake there.
He knows that he's about to get overtaken twice. Or will he do something to defend it? Nah, he can't. He's about to get done by Marcus as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have left him.
And I think he...
free! Oh! He just knocked off... Did he knock off Marcus? Russell came up the inside and just decided to knock off Marcus. That was not fair.
What has he done there?
Now they're going too wide. Swagster and Bono is now dropped into 6th because of Russell. And that's so stupid what he did there.
And picked up a penalty.
That's not gonna help him at all. Something happened to Marty. He's now in the pits. He must have
That was Russell. Russell just came flying in.
And Russell just overtook them. Russell is looking for Rick as well, which is not going to help him, really. There's no point in doing this. I feel bad for Ono here. He's been really effective. He can still get fourth.
Marcus was on for a great result.
Yeah, sad. But Ono can still get fourth if he just stays within 3 seconds of both of the drivers ahead of him, which should be easy as Colin gets another penalty, but he's 1 minute behind everyone, so that won't really affect him. As we see them come around the last corner.
Oh, more contact. There's now trying to go on the outside, and he's holding it on the outside. But
second, DRA in third. Russell didn't
people
get
a
him.
bit selfish now, and
Bono gets fourth. Well done, Bono. Gone up. How many laps is? How many positions is that? 5 positions. JR Designs up 10 positions. Very, very good drive from him. 1/10 ahead of Russell. Marcus must have had something. Did he get a penalty or something? No, he didn't. He just skipped all the penalty people. So yeah, he's in 7th. Swag Gridstar in 8th, ML in 9th, and rounding off your top 10, Meski 80 in 10th. That's all the points. Then 11 and 12 we've got Marty and Colin Mason, and then the DNS we've got Scotty, Dan, Timmy, Ruti Gullet, Jelly, and Pa Piruka. So not a bad race from these lot. I reckon Scotty could have done a little bit better, but how was your take on it?
I think the driving standards were shocking, personally. I'm not going to lie to you. The race, for the most part, was decent, but I think it's a season, and people were so desperate to get in the overtake. There's quite a few people that's races have been ruined there, and they didn't really have anything to do with it.
Yeah, at this point, as we see the podium, 2 Ariel, and then who was the third? I forgot now.
The third was Rick,
Rick,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
So very, very well done. Did you get your full Dutch podium that you wanted? I don't think you did. Or I don't know if you wanted it, but it was happening anyway. It looked like at the start that they might have the chance to get that podium. But as we see, the top 3, Jerome Pease rounding off for RAL, very good result. They got the maximum points they can get with the fast lap as well. Rick in 3rd for DRA, very good race from him. Bono and JR Designs, very good race. JR Designs probably would have got driver of the day from coming from 15th to 5th. Russell in 6th, Marcus in 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th were Gridstar, ML, Meski, and then the bottom 10 were Marty, Colin, Scotty, Dan, Timmy, Ruti Gullet, Yele, and Paprika is your last placed man. So not the best race, not the worst race. I'm just going to put up the race director so we can see what happened. And oh my god, there is quite a lot of these. This is going to take a very long time. Oh, I didn't get to do all of it. Nice. But yeah.
Well, I think the incident report sheet's going to be quite
apparently
busy.
we are doing interviews, so I will ask the top 3 to get in here. Please, you're going to be reunited with your
What a great driver, huh?
I can't find Rick. Who was... He's DRA, isn't he? DRA, I can't find Rick. Can you try... Oh, there we go. Right, let me just send him an invite. If you haven't already, I will do that. So we've got both R, E, L, P's. I've added P's. I am adding Jerome. Where's Oriel? And then the last one we have Rick. And they're all invited. They will be joining the party in a second. Hopefully, anyway. We will wait as Pease has joined the party. So has Jerome. And we're just waiting on Rick to join the party, and then we can get away with these interviews. Right, Rick is joining us soon. both REL boys, can you just check if your audio is on share, please? Perfect. So, alright, so Jerome, we'll start with you. Your race, quite a boring race to you, I'd say. You were at the front most of it. Let's have your take on it. How did your race go?
Yeah, pretty much opportunities to get a positive race. Not the most.
You need to get off the party screen when you sign up.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to invite Rick again because he didn't get it.
Yeah, no, it was not the most entertaining race, but enjoyed pushing every lap. It's a great track, so it was a good race.
Yeah, another question. You, after I think it was the safety car, you kind of held back a bit. Was that to let Pease get your DRS, or did you make a mistake? We didn't really see, so we didn't know.
Yeah, no, he used all battery he had, and I just didn't use anything, so he could get back into my my DRS.
Yeah, any questions for you, Nolan?
Yeah. So basically, lads, you're part of a team. Pretty bad team, I will say. Where did you get the inspiration for such a really good car design?
It's a guy, I don't know if you know him, but he made a sick design for us. Yeah, we decided to use it.
Back on that, my main question is, how bored were you that race? Because I'll be honest, we didn't really go on board with you much. The only bit of action, I guess, was when you saw that Ono had stayed out, which I was saying on stream. I understand why he stayed out. I just felt it was a bit unfortunate no one else took that risk.
Yeah, we were deciding as well if we were going to stay out or not, but yeah, pitting was definitely the best choice.
Yeah, you had a 9-second gap, so it seemed useful. But other than that, that's just a normal drive at the front for you guys, really.
Yep,
Yeah.
same with Pease. How did I'm guessing you found the race same, pretty boring, but let's have your view on it. Did anything happen that you shouldn't have not, or yeah, how did it go?
It was alright. I mean, the second half of the race was just me staring at Jerome's backside for half the race, but in the first stint it was just keeping Ruti Hullet, whoever else was around me, around. It was pretty unfortunate for the Hullet guy to get double stacked with me, but we're laughing about it, so
Yeah.
from then it was just keep it on track and just get to the end.
We were not too happy when we saw that in party. We were very sad for Hullet because we wanted him to fight with you guys to make it a little bit harder for you. But yeah, good race from both of you. I'm guessing, like I said, it's quite boring, but you got max points, so that's not to complain about. Moving on to our third place guy, Rick. Very good race from you.
I got a question
Now,
for
you already asked
Pease.
your question.
I got a question for
go on
Pease.
then, go on.
Pease, my guy.
Hello.
When you were sat behind Jerome for the whole race,
Yeah.
did it cross your mind thinking, I can't go for a move on this guy, he's just too good for me? The reason you sat behind him, was that just because you knew deep down you're not good enough to overtake him on track?
Yeah, you know what? Yes, he was faster than me. It's a team game. Why not just sit behind and secure the points?
Because you don't know, in words, because you know you're not fast enough to get past him, is that what you're saying?
In words, because I know he was the faster driver. So it would be better if he's ahead.
Jerome, save that clip.
Got it.
Hey,
one's
you
secure.
done? You done, yeah, Nolan? You done?
Yeah, we can move on
Okay,
now.
Rick.
I won't make Pease admit to any more dodgy stuff.
Rick, here we go. Good podium from you. We were thinking that, what's his name? Ono, something like that. I forgot his name. But he was going to get a podium, but he didn't pit on the thing, and you did. And the no penalties really helped you. So, what was your take on it? Yeah, I saw that was it the second to last lap or the last lap, there was a big incident in turn one. Were you involved with that, or did you just make it out? Yeah, I think Russell made a very late dive bomb that took out a lot of people. Nolan, any other questions for Rick?
I said, Rick, you were probably in the wars for most of the race. You was in that pack. There's like 4 of you always fighting. Was the aim a podium for the whole time? Because I will say, it did look like for a while that you were going to be in 4th or 5th place. Was you hoping for the podium the whole time? Did that just seem to open up near the end? Good stuff.
Yeah, is that it? Thank you guys for the podium. Very good race. That's it from IRT Esports for today. We will be back next week at, let me check, Belgium. Very difficult track, very hard track to get undercut and all that, so strategy will matter around there. But how are you guys looking forward to Belgium, 3 of you, starting with Jerome?
Belgium, you said?
Yeah, Belgium.
Well, they're not going to race,
yeah.
are they?
I'm
you never
probably
know.
not racing that round, but yeah. So for me, normally it's been a decent track. It's a fun track. On this game, a bit sketchy. So we'll see who's gonna drive it. I wish them good luck.
I just realised we're in a team event, not a normal league race. So yeah,
You're going to race Mark, aren't you? You're going to let Mark do Belgium. Surely.
We won the DNF. We might as well.
You're gonna let Mark race every race this season, yeah?
I would say ask Jeff. I agree.
You should have put him at Imola. Remember last time?
No, it's gonna be a dangerous man on the straight. Not doing that.
That is it for the IRT Esports event. Come back next week for Belgium. Hope you guys enjoyed and.